It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Elks' star running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Elks and the Bulls under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bulls of Mexico City taking on the Elks of Oklahoma City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for Mexico City, our visitors, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Huff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On 1st down, Porter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Elks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And the Mexico City 1st down.
It's brought in by Harris. Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huff. It's complete to Cruz. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll run on first down. It's Porter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Fights loose. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 49 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Elks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line. But there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Back to throw. Huff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's got his man Cruz. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Powering forward. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree.
Can you tell what I pulled?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds McCoy. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Huff. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there for number 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Cruz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Huff. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Cruz. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Remember, that was just less than a yard. There was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Second down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Holder. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. And now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Huff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. A final shot before break. Huff. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the birthplace of rock and roll, Memphis, Tennessee, where you see the final score there. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. The Bisons don't want to fall into a deep hole this early. So a good win there ups their record to 3-4. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Huff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Off play action. Huff under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Porter stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Elks are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Huff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and a yard.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Mexico City first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cruz. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now is second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 45.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Porter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second down now, it's Porter, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Porter. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Huff.
And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. Huff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Elks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, Huff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Shakes him, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
You know, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field are already making plans for the evening.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And the Mexico City 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Cruz.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Oklahoma City, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.